tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. So just arriving together. Meditation in stillness, whatever posture is conducive to ease and clarity for you. If you're sitting, go for a tall spine, well supported. Feeling the stability of the posture. And the more stability and a kind of balanced, dignified center is found in the posture, the more the musculature can relax around this core, dignified stillness. And we're just going for the body as much at ease as we can find in this moment. As we find the long spine and a bit of stillness, often the breath naturally releases into a little more depth. But you can also, on purpose, take a full breath in and out. Or a few. We'll begin with a quick scan through the senses. Begin, if you already have your eyes closed, opening them for just a moment. And then let the seeing be soft and spacious. So you're not looking at anything particular. You can let your eyes either unfocus a little bit or just rest, really, and take in the field, the visual field in front of you. Notice when your attention wants to stick onto something, and you can let it soften from that. And just notice the field of seeing. Whether your seeing is sharp or blurry, even if you were completely blind, you can tune your attention to the field of seeing and get whatever is there, whatever light or color or darkness. If you were in a pitch black space, you can still tune your attention to seeing. And as a preliminary, you can just note, this is seeing. Just to become mindful of the basic sensory activity. And then you can either leave your eyes open or let them close. And turn attention to hearing in the same way. Often hearing is easier. To just let sounds come and go. Notice the field of sound. Notice how sound also communicates the sense of spaciousness. You can hear how near and far things are from you. And as the foundational mindfulness practice, just knowing that this is hearing. And again, whatever state your ears are in, whether you can hear well or if you think not well, you can tune into the sense of hearing. In the same way, tuning into smell and smelling. Maybe as you breathe through the nose, just notice if there are any smells present to be recognized. And even if there aren't, you can notice the field of smelling. Tune your attention to awareness of smell. With all of these, there can be the basic mindfulness that there are sights and sounds and smells. If anything strong is coming in through any of the channels, you might notice liking or disliking, pleasant, unpleasant. And just notice that also. Same with tasting. Taste anything that is present in the mouth. Tune your attention to the sense of taste. And you might notice that the sequence of the senses brings us further inward. And so now we go to sensation or touch. So through the whole body, through the skin, the touch of clothing, air, pressure as we sit, texture, weight, all of the sensations coming through the sense of touch, both at the skin and internal to the body. This one is difficult to not identify with, but if you can just feel with this same gentle, mindful awareness, this is touch. This is what's being touched. And you can just tune yourself to the sensory field of touch, sensation. Again, if anything is pleasant or unpleasant, maybe you notice, liking, disliking. Basic mindfulness, present with sensation. And then the sixth of the senses is the mind, or the heart mind. And so you can notice thoughts if there are thoughts present. Notice the images or words appearing in the inner space, the mind. Or if it's more quiet, as we come into meditation, you can just tune your attention to the cognitive field. And this can include emotional energies as well. Some aspects of emotion show up as sensation, other aspects show up as cognition, or a mix between the two, of course. The sense of the cognitive includes recognition, meaning, story, comparing, judging, perceiving, all of the processing we do to make sense of the rest of the sensory field. So just notice the cognitive, the tone in the mind. And so, having touched into these 6 basic sense fields, you can meditate with an attention tuned or open to all of them at once. You can just rest at the center of the field of sensory experience, including emotion and thought. In a way, this is everything we experience, is one of these 6 kinds of information or energy. The meditation that understands these senses in a direct way relies on the sense of thinking being quieted. It relies on the mind being somewhat quiet. And so notice if there's any story or words of any kind moving through the mind. And set them down. I like to do this through listening to the silence where there are no words in the mind, no extra images. You can do this by, if you notice a thought passing through, you can stop it on purpose. Just stop saying whatever you're saying habitually. And then really connect with the silence after the thought ends. Hold yourself there in that silence. Really listen to that silence. And listen to it with such intent that when the next thought begins to bubble up, you can gently but firmly not consent. You don't give your consent to distraction. This is the core practice. And then as we learn to rest in that silence, we practice receiving the life, the aliveness through the rest of the senses, without the stories and names that are reactions. We just let there be sound without even thinking this is hearing. We just let there be sights, smells, tastes, sensations through the body without falling into stories about the sensations. My sore shoulder, the temperature in the room, my ideas about my posture, all of this is just thinking. Set down the thinking and let the bright vibrancy of the alive body shine forth. The practice here, I think, is just to do this again and again. Set down whatever thought is happening. Deepen into the silence between thoughts. Stretch it out. Don't consent to distraction. And then take whatever offers itself through any of the senses as directly as possible, free from complaint, celebration, argument, analysis, judgment, comparing, any of the stories with which we create and maintain the sense of being myself. So we'll do this again and again. Set down the thinking. Inhabit the body without any loud ideas about the body. We take this life as it is. So we'll play and practice in this way, in silence together. Because we've been studying lately the heart of the perfection of wisdom, I'll speak or chant this short text in English to close out the meditation, to grow the foundation for the talk tonight. So you can stay in this meditation open to the senses, or you can read or chant along with. We'll do just the English tonight. The heart of the teachings on the perfection of wisdom. Homage to the Blessed One, the noble Goddess Prajna Paramita. Homage to the omniscient Bodhisattva, the all-knowing One. Noble Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, cultivating the profound discipline of the perfection of wisdom, examined the 5 aspects of experience and saw them empty of independent existence. In this system, Shariputra, form is empty. Emptiness truly is the nature of form, emptiness inseparable from form, form inseparable from emptiness. Likewise, affect, perception, choices, and consciousness. In this teaching, Shariputra, all experiences are marked by emptiness, neither caused nor ended, impure nor pure, partial nor whole. Thus, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no affect, no perception, no choices, no consciousness, no seeing, no hearing, no smelling, no tasting, no touching, no thinking, no image, no sound, no smell, no taste, no sensation, no concept, no visual activity to no mental activity, no ignorance, no ending of ignorance, to no old age and death, no ending of old age and death, no dissatisfaction, no cause, no cessation, no path, no knowledge, no attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, free from attainment, a bodhisattva, having taken refuge in Prajna Paramita, moves through the world with mind unbound. This one with mind unbound, unafraid, overcoming all misperceptions, realizes nirvana. All the Buddhas of the 3 times realize unsurpassable complete awakening through refuge in Prajna Paramita. Therefore, you should realize Prajna Paramita as the great mantra, the unexcelled mantra, the unequaled mantra. Completely without falsity, she heals all suffering. In Prajna Paramita, the invocation is sounded thus: Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhiswaha. The heart of the teachings on the perfection of wisdom is complete. Just let the text ring in the mind for a moment, passing through as sound and idea. And in a way, leaving no trace, you can drop right back into the meditation, setting aside thinking, and taking in the senses just as they are. And we'll let it go.